The amazing bulk. This movie is completely indescribable, but I will try my best to convey what exactly happens in it. Just look at this. Do I even need to say anything? Probably not. I could just be speaking random gibberish right now and you wouldn't even notice. You're too busy staring in shock and awe at this trailer I'm narrating over. You like that? I thought you might. This is the next Birdemic or The Room. Yes, it really is that fantastic. You may or may not have noticed that there's some green screen going on here. Well, you're in for a treat because the entire thing is filmed on green screen. But hey, you know, it's a technical achievement and everything. I can't. I can't even get to the movie portion of this. I'm still trying to get over this trailer. Like, the cartoon backgrounds, the stock effects, seriously? Like, seriously. Seriously. I'm serious. Okay, let me try this. The Amazing Bulk, you might be surprised to find out, is a ripoff of The Incredible Hulk. Please hold back your gasps of shock. It was made in 2010, but didn't see a release until 2012, presumably to prevent pandemonium from crazed crowds of Amazing Bulk fans. If you know the Incredible Hulk story, you pretty much know the general outline of this, but here's the short version. Hank Howard is a scientist who wants to marry his girlfriend, but due to her crazy military father and his newfound Hulk powers, caused by science or some shit, he's forced to put the marriage on hold and fight evil. Take your bathroom breaks now, cause this is gonna be a long one. Our movie is distributed by, let's just call them, Schmooniversal Pictures, Blocks Entertainment, and Fairmount. Oh come on, those are rival studios. Here's the thing. I don't think the filmmakers were told what a parody is. Just replicating the logo and doing a different text seems a bit shady to me. That'd be like if I claimed I was a parody of Siskel and Ebert and then just did every episode of At the Movies with a silly voice. A reference is not a joke. The story begins with a hooker walking around in a world apparently suffering a population drop from the zombie apocalypse. Wait, why is there a British telephone booth there? And that deli totally switched sides on the street. Ah yes, it is a tragic world full of changing buildings, slowly falling raindrops, and comically tiny garages. She works hard for the money. Unfortunately, she's attacked by a criminal in an alley. Quickly, our hero must say, "Ah! Take the guy with the gun! Take the guy with the gun!" I could be here a while. Let's list everything wrong with that 14 seconds of movie. First of all, the bulk. Second of all, the bulk. Just look at him. Thirdly, the cut-off scream and inconsistent audio. Fourthly, why is the blood leaking some sort of strange gray substance? And fifthly, this shot. Just everything about it. Look at this fucker run. This is the thing in the movie that makes me laugh every damn time I see it. It's like, if the Hulk turned his stretchy pants into a gimp suit that gave him a wedgie, that'd be the bulk. By the way, the opening credits? Comic Sans. Comic Sans! There is absolutely no place that you should ever see Comic Sans being used. Ever. Is it possible for a movie to embody a GeoCities page? Because somehow this film does it, complete with shitty GIFs, blinky text, and low-res pictures of your favorite bands. Like, you're embarrassed about it now, but it was the shit when you made it. I would like to remind you all that this was made in 2010. Thank you. What is all this? I don't know, science! Let's throw in some microscopes floating around or something. Here's a face and a heart monitor, whatever the fuck that means. An encyclopedia? Oh, come on! Wait, what? Okay, so these are the cops for this story, Detective Ray Garton and Lisa Tuttle. Garton is by far my favorite character in the movie. The actor is like Birdemic Rod kind of special. He delivers all of his lines with no understanding of how emphasis works. He is, in my opinion, the star of this piece.
I never saw purple blood before. Henry Howard. Who the hell is this?
Ah, kidnapped by an ambulance! One day, Comic Sans here, Henry Howard is... Okay, look, this isn't the Inspector Gadget movie, alright? Enough with the transitions assaulting the audience. Okay, so this is Henry Hank Howard, our main character, who is creating a serum to help humans be stronger and live longer. His work buddy, we'll just call him Rod Friend, is wondering how things are going between Hank and his girlfriend Hannah, and Hank reveals he's going to ask her to marry him as soon as he gets permission from her father, General Hardass. His real name is General Darwin. You decide which name is dumber. Hank is bummed because their serum has yet to be a success, and thinks that maybe this time he's found some results. Well, if he ever wants to vaporize someone into blue gas, I guess he's got that figured out. And why is there a bone in the rat cage?
Same as a 235 before him.
Wait, are they implying that he's killed at least 236 rats? I think this life-prolonging serum is going horribly awry here. Oh well, time for Hank and Hannah to go out for some lunch. Nope, done. Can't be reviewed. I mean, the cartoon backgrounds, the clown car, what the hell is this? It's not even consistent with the colors or lighting from the rest of the movie. I'm not saying what we've seen so far has shown any sort of mastery of CGI or even opening up a window on the computer, but it was better than this. Here. Matches real freaking well, huh? Now where the hell are we? Oh, this is giving Fatal Deviation a run for its money in inappropriate schmaltzy montages. Ah, and that running in place. How? After that nothing lunch in magical butterfly fairyland, Hank returns to the lab to try perfecting the serum once again. Then there's sciencey stuff floating around. Ooh! Let's see, a library, a lava lamp. They can finally make some creepy crawlers. Oh man, success. Now we can vaporize people into red gas. We do get a great showcase of Jordan Lawson's epic whiny face though. I guess that's good because we're going to be seeing it for about 95% of this movie.
Maybe Billy 238 will be the lucky one.
Oh, seamless. That, or he's shocked at how even water is inconsistent in this film. So anyway, Hank wants to talk to General Hardass about marrying his daughter, and also General Hardass is his boss. Okay, so I'll buy that the military has employed scientists to create a super serum, but why is a general his boss? Wouldn't they have a science division for that or something? Also, the dad's a pretty amazingly bad actor too.
I hate dust. I don't want it building up in my home.
You hear that, bookcase? You work for me!
You let dust build up, and before you know it, you've got an army of dust bunnies plotting to take over. Beautiful flowers. Where did you get those from? Our garden?
I'm convinced. He's not really a general or Hank's boss. They just tell him that to humor his crazed fantasies. And that awkward timing on the dialogue was not me. That's really how it's presented in the movie. Hank tries to ask General McCrazypants about the marriage, but, you know, crazy and all.
Wait. Don't speak. There could be spies listening.
Yes, I frequently have spies in my library. Let's go somewhere more private, like my floaty walk-in-place wine cellar. This walking goes on for a glorious 10 seconds. I love that the background has to quickly stop to catch up with him. So Hank asks General Mustache for Hannah's hand in marriage, which makes him none too happy.
What's a region, pissant? I love her, okay? That's why. I love her.
Not a bad answer. That's no surprise, though, you being a scientist and all.
Yes, as a scientist, you have a larger capacity to love.
You think I want a deadbeat son-in-law?
Yeah, what a deadbeat. He's only one of 2 scientists the government has employed to create a super life-prolonging serum. So unless Hank can start producing some results, he doesn't have General McDad's blessing. What a bum. So here's where things go completely into another dimension, even for this film. We're taken to a medieval castle, which looks pretty much like any suburban household inside, and is populated by this Paris Hilton lady and her poorly animated dog. Holy shit. I never thought I'd say this, but Heidi Forepaws is looking pretty good right about now. Huh, interesting approach to a building. Wood panels and electricity on one side, stone walls and torches on the other. So they went with modern/ancient chic here? So, our main villain is Dr. Can't Love. Here he is. If you ever thought Glenn Shaddix in Beetlejuice was too subtle, then Dr. Cantlove is the character for you. Instead of charming and funny, however, he's obnoxious and annoying. And if you didn't catch the subtle reference in his name, then the main joke about him not being able to have sex will have absolutely no humor to you. But that's just a big fat lie, because even if you did get the reference, it's still not funny.
This table has been in my family for hundreds and hundreds of years. How many times have I told you not to keep your cosmetics on it?
Yes, his family must have owned the ye old IKEA store. Ah! Oh no, one of the guards makes a funny face at Dr. Cantlove. Stock lightning, away! Meanwhile, these two are in a competition to see who's the hammiest character actor. Look at the dog. Just look at it. Look at it! Sex jokes, we're telling sex jokes. We're telling sex jokes and the background moves too fast. Oh, and there's a monkey with a rocket in there. Nope, they're never gonna acknowledge it, so that's all I'm gonna say about it. They shoot a missile into a building, presumably full of innocent people. That stock footage is old as shit. It's deviating between this and pre-rendered backgrounds that in no way match each other, let alone actually real things. It's like every bad composition you've ever seen times a million. Nice that they labeled the Institute of German Scientists, though. So they blew up the world, I think. I don't know, wasn't important to the storyline. Can you guess which part deviates from the Incredible Hulk plotline? They keep pasting together all of these things that don't fit at all. You've got fake fireworks, real ones, home video footage from the fair, then more pre-rendered backgrounds. It all comes off like some terrible art project. Should Owen Citizen be reviewing this? Is this an art house film? Hey, I wanted to ask— Oh hey, I just noticed something like it would never happen in real life. Let's go! I can't help but comment. Everything from the terrible green screen to the text on the roller coaster. Did anyone not watch this movie before it came out? Aw, and they didn't even track the actors with the shaking on the subway. So Hank decides to finally propose, but hey, that guy randomly appeared on the other side of the car to rob them. Quick, Hank, throw some no-contact punches! But alas, he is merely a genius scientist, which makes him have a larger capacity to love than to fight, so the burglar takes off with his money and the ring. Wait, they had a car the whole time? Holy shit, they're going like 1,000 miles an hour! Hank's really angry now, so he puts in some extra hours at the lab to try and get the project finished. He manages to heal a dying plant, but figures that isn't enough of a result. Well, might as well just use it on himself, seems safe enough. Worked for Brundlefly! Are you ready for this? You might not see movies the same way again. Never before have I seen such seamless integration of special effects. The way the table moves alone is a testament to all the hard work put in. So, he turns into the Bulk by becoming Pigpen first? He gets better by the next scene. Wandering the streets, he finds the man that robbed him, leading up to the first scene in the movie. So his first act as a superhero is to kill someone and get a hooker murdered. Hank turns back into himself, but finds the ring missing, so he turns back into the Bulk just to run away? I guess he was really angry at that empty street. Back at Castle Numbskull, Cantlove has gotten the ring from two peddlers who stole it from the mugger. They decided to sell it at a medieval castle because— I don't know. All I know is that these two are trying so hard to make this scene funny, but it fails because they have no sense of why it's supposed to be funny. They do a Three Stooges reference, but just making the reference doesn't make it a joke. You have to have, like, a payoff. Really now? Hank awakens covered in purple blood with the police knocking at his door. He left his wallet with the mugger, so that led the police to him. And man, welcome back to the movie garden. I missed you. He's milking every line for what it's worth. It's like he thinks everything he says is a really clever one-liner.
Where'd you find it?
A better question is, how'd you lose it?
They explain where they found the wallet to Hank, and he acts like the most suspicious person in the world, but Officer Smiley here's like, nah, seems legit. They pile into their humorously tiny car to talk about it.
I think our Henry murdered the mugger.
What? You're kidding. That sweet man.
Yes, that sweet, whiny, sweaty, suspicious man. And do they have a couch inside their police car? Garton thinks Hank knows more than he says he does because he knew details about the case they hadn't told him, and well, this was kind of weird.
I didn't get this from the peanut butter and jelly sandwich I had for lunch today.
You found purple blood at the crime scene, then your one suspect wipes purple blood onto your hand. Yeah, that's a pretty damn specific piece of evidence you got there. Think you might want to bring that one up first?
The criminal always returns to the scene of the crime.
Old saying is right, and you should remember it too. I mean, you coined the phrase, didn't you?
What? They confront Hank about it and immediately pull their guns, because apparently police can just threaten unarmed people who aren't resisting arrest.
What the hell is that?
Well, it ain't Barney the Purple Dinosaur!
Nope, can't beat it. Each line tops the last. Yes. Yes! Yes! No, not the British phone box! These cars he's hitting just don't look right. First of all, half of them fly in a weird direction. Secondly, why do they all immediately flip or explode? Thirdly, he ran through that one. And come on, he just keeps running across the same street. Now he's running through a monument? The hell? I mean, this is fucking ridiculous. The sequence of Grimace here kicking cars over goes on for 2 minutes.
Look out!
I love you, Amazing Bulk. Where the hell was that van driving to? Whoville? Size and proportion, people! Then he turns into a real guy for a second and destroys this news helicopter. The Bulk starts to get a tummy ache, probably from his hand hovering inside him, and he awkwardly farts his way back into Hank. Congratulations, buddy! You've racked up a higher body count than most serial killers.
You son of a bitch! Oh. Now for plan B.
I love that reaction to him not being able to shoot him in the head. Ugh. Hank is taken to a high-security prison, and Garton has some interrogating to do. That's some intense walking, man.
I didn't mean to kill her or anybody else. It was an accident.
An accident? An accident is wetting your bed.
Keep those one-liners sharp, Garton. Though they're not as good as Darwin's one-liners, apparently.
What's up, Doc?
The best one-liners are the ones that don't make any sense. They literally have a sign that says top secret government facility. You're missing the point! Okay, they're not even trying to fake walk anymore. So General Douche Nugget informs Hank that they want to use him as a super soldier. Hank points out that he destroyed the city and killed innocent people, which is a pretty valid thing to bring up, but I can't imagine anyone really noticed since all of those national monuments getting blown up with missiles seem to go under the radar.
Quick, give him the injection before he fully transforms!
They just painted over the whole can toys and made them purple. I'm not saying what they were borrowing from wasn't obvious or anything, but they can try to pull off more subtlety than using licensed toys of the character they're ripping off as props in their movie. You can even see the same seams in the knuckles.
You almost had me there, soldier, but I was too fast for you. Sweet dreams, you purple pile of cow dung.
I may have found the perfect movie. And Dr. Cantlove decides to blow up the moon. See? See what I mean? I think this is supposed to be a sex joke. The director forgot that jokes need to make sense in the context of the rest of the movie to actually work. Unless this sequence has to do with those two blowing up the moon, then I have no idea what I'm looking at. This footage of CGI space things inserting into other things goes on for nearly 3 minutes. I've seen fights in the Matrix sequels that moved along faster than this. Back in tiny rooms with giants in them, General I'm running out of stupid nicknames congratulates Hank on a job well done, calls him an idiot, and grants him permission to marry his daughter, all within the space of a minute. I'm still calling it. He's just some crazy guy they've been humoring. In fact, there is no military prison here. This is just an elaborate hallucination in his head. We're in the Tommyverse of the Amazing Bulk.
There is a madman by the name Dr. Cantlove.
He's sending off missiles
blowing up monuments around the world. It's all over the news.
So it's all over the news, but he still has to explain to him who he is and what he's doing? For whatever reason, they know about Cantlove's plan to blow up the moon, so General Stiffington offers Hank a deal. Take out Dr. Cantlove, and they'll cure him of his bulkiness.
Me? How? I discovered where his base is.
What, you mean his medieval castle in the middle of nowhere? How'd they find that well-hidden fortress? So Hank heads over to, I don't know, ancient Transylvania.
I'm already one step closer to spending my life with Hannah.
Dr. Cantlove sends his explosive rocket to the moon, and there's a monkey inside it. So anyway, Hank treks his way across treacherous dark woods to get to, a golf course. Wait a minute. He just walks past a leprechaun. Nope, doesn't say anything about it. Neither does anyone else. Huh. Guess the castle was in the magical unicorn Ponyland side of town. That or a King's Quest game. Let's see, what was I not expecting to see as a guard today? Yep, that'll do it. I feel like a broken record here. I can't even properly critique this. I can only point like a brain-damaged monkey and go, look at this! I mean, I feel bad just making fun of this thing. Literally everything is wrong with it. Each time I think it can't get any worse, something tops it. His stomach bends really weird, you notice that? Also, check out the size difference between him and that guy. He's not even close to the same size he was before. And the guard stands there and screams for 20 seconds before he's killed. If he'd even remotely tried to get away, he could have been in Tahiti by now. And how fucking huge is he now?
This is worse than the time the flying saucer broke down, and that little green alien came to the door asking to use their phone.
Aw man, this is worse than that time I featured a stupid cutaway Family Guy joke in my feature movie. Paris Hilton is walking in the red carpet section of the castle and runs into shitty gift bulk. Now he's a completely different size, all to make a joke where she grabs his penis. Trust me, explaining it doesn't make it any funnier.
What have you done to your face? I love it!
Wait, what the hell is that? They really needed a top secret mission for this? Hank radios General Dickwad the news, but it turns out there is no cure and they're going to eliminate him. It turns out General Cockwaffle was getting his funding from Dr. Cantlove after the government cut the project, and Cantlove wanted to use the serum to correct his erectile dysfunction. Because somehow a life-prolonging super soldier serum was going to cure that. When the serum proved to be a success, General Assface decided to get rid of Cantlove. I'm not kidding when I say that the final battle is all against pre-rendered stock animations. I can't even begin to explain how any of this is supposed to fit in with the rest of this movie's world. Hell, I can't even figure out how this movie fits in within the spectrum of the entire universe. And let me tell you, this is not a testament to cheap filmmaking. This is, through and through, pure, undiluted laziness. I mean, these are all things you can get for free, or at least very cheaply. There's no animation of their own. Other than the bulk, I guess, but I have trouble believing even that. Worse than that even, they don't try to make any of these shots make sense with the others, so even if you do believe he's getting attacked by kangaroos, fighter planes, and random anthropomorphized animals, they have no connection to anything else. The backgrounds are all different. Hell, he doesn't even interact with most of them. It's just there. All of it. Like, where does this pirate ship fit in with all of this? He doesn't even run past that one. Who is this superhero? Why is he being attacked by Zeus? Why is this guy just sitting by when an explosion happens right in front of him? What's this submarine? Why is the dog flying now? How fucking fast is the bulk running? Gecko on a laptop? Why is this mushroom cloud so poorly integrated? Wait, the dog's dead now? I asked all of the questions. There are no more questions to be asked.
Cupcake. What's wrong?
I only blew up your boyfriend in a giant mushroom cloud, come on! Oh wait, I guess he got better. Now he and Hannah can finally be together. Oh, frick.
It can't be! You're dead! I'm gonna kill you once and for all!
Daddy, get off of
Not
him!
before I kill you, old man!
What are you doing?
They're both dead. Yes, a fall from a balcony was more fatal than a nuclear explosion. Well, it's good to know they treated the main character with respect and dignity. And just to prove that, this is the end of the movie.
I hope you're in hell, you unholy jerk! What? You don't like liquor? Drink this!
He pissed on his grave. That's the end! You need this movie in your life. I'll repeat it in case you missed it. You need this movie in your life. I cannot properly explain what a surreal experience watching this film is. I cannot make any of this up. Here's my critique as it stands. It's very obvious most of the humor was added here to avoid a lawsuit. I have no idea what the intention of this movie was, but it doesn't work as a parody, ripoff, or standalone film. Most of the actors play this completely straight, and with very few exceptions, all of them are gloriously bad. I will say the woman playing Hannah was good, it's just unfortunate this movie is on her resume. I will give a tip of the hat to Jed Rowan, who played Garton, who is far and away the highlight of this gem. I commend the folks who made it for trying to set it in a comic book universe, but a lot of the stylistic choices are awful and completely miss the mark. The effects are terrible, consistency is out the window, and a lot of laziness is on display here. And I love this movie so much. This is truly one of the best bad films I have ever seen. Do yourself a favor and see it at least once. You will not regret it in the slightest. I feel like following this up with something I like would do the next film a bit of a disservice. So next time, I'm going to be covering a film that I hate. In the meantime, don't get mad, get purple.
No! No! No!
Sweet dreams, you purple pile of cow dung.